Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
All right.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. All right. So we have a new player today. This is Jason. Jason, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. So why don't we introduce our characters, going right to left. So that'll be Jason, who's playing Ulara, and then Nick, who's playing Joe. So tell us about Ulara.
Yeah, so Ulara is just a half-elven, older teen fighter mage who basically just ran away from home to learn magic and found out that it has some weird effects on her sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll explore that in depth over the course of the episode.
Eventually.
Nick, who's Joe?
Joe is average Joe. Joe is the character that all I had to roll while making him was his HP and his donkey's HP. Because I took 10s for all stats, took the lowest amount of possible fighter money, and then just, picked everything else. Oh, I may have... Wait, did I ever roll grub skill? I have not rolled grub skill.
You may roll that if you wish, but you must roll 3d6. You can wait until you need it before you roll it, or you can roll it now. Your call. I'm not picky.
Neal, let's be honest, it's 10.
Okay. It's fine.
I just haven't written it down.
All right. Let me just make a note here.
I guess I'll roll it so that my very first roll on stream is this one here.
The most important stat of all. Let's see it.
Yeah. 3d4?
3d6.
3d6? Whoops.
Yeah. You can roll 3d4 if you want. Oh, nice and average. Wonderful.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay, I can do that.
So we're not supposed to be on the map yet. The two of you are hanging out in Shenanigans as is usual. Just sitting down at a table somewhere, minding your own business. What are you guys doing here? What's going on today in your lives?
I think Ulara's sitting in Shenanigans, like, she's been here for a little while, but I think she's here for the first time actually hanging out, like, feeling confident maybe for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's Joe up to?
Oh, Joe's probably just having a nice beer. Sitting back after winning that pie eating contest. He's mostly just been enjoying the larger sums of money he won from it. It's a far cry from the farmer life.
I'm trying to remember the pie eating. Oh, right. Okay. Cool. Is there anything you guys are looking out for? Anything you guys are interested in? Or are you guys just both kind of like sitting back and enjoying things?
I'm enjoying myself, waiting for something else to come along.
Yeah, I've heard that something always happens eventually, so I'm kind of just waiting for that.
Well then, why wait for it? You guys are sitting around, enjoying yourself, kind of waiting to see what's going on. When the back door opens and in slips a figure wearing a heavy cloak that goes all the way down to their feet. You can't even see their boots. They've got a wide brim that kind of drapes down for a hat, just like a flat top, not a pointy top. Their features are completely and utterly obscured, very intentionally so. And they come and you guys happen to be the closest table to the back door right now. And the figure comes over and just quickly takes a seat at your table as nonchalantly as possible.
Oh, hey, buddy, what's up?
Hey, you guys looking to make some money?
Sure. What's the occasion?
I got a gnome problem, and it needs fixing.
What kind of gnome problem?
There's a gnome living in my town, and he's driving me crazy. I need you guys to take care of it in any way possible. Just get him out of town. Swear to God, he's making my life miserable.
Oh, take him on a nice vacation?
Sure, just get him the hell out of there. However it takes.
No. All right, we can take your nice guy on a nice vacation.
A permanent vacation.
Oh, you want him to move?
Get him out of town. Forever. I can't live with this guy anymore.
He lives with you?
In the town, not in my home.
Oh.
Couldn't you just avoid him?
Do you guys want the job or not?
Yeah, all right. What's the pay?
500 gold.
Oh my.
Is he dangerous or something?
Only to your mental health.
Ah.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep. Okay.
Ooh, okay. I should probably decide my spells.
A gloved hand kind of reaches out from the cloak, setting a bag of coins on the table, and the intentionally hushed and garbled voice comes back. Here's some money up front. We'll leave the rest with the bartender here. And if you do the job right, I'll send him a letter releasing the funds to you.
All right. What's his name?
He's the only gnome in town. In Stoneport.
Stoneport?
Stoneport.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the place.
All right. Yeah. Need to know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We got ourselves a deal.
Sure.
Sounds
I
good to me.
think we'll try to go get him to relocate.
Excellent. The figure gets up from the table and goes through the back door again and is gone.
He sure was a strange fellow.
Well, he seems quite irritated by that little gnome.
I've never tried rhyming before. I heard they do it all the time. Where did he say that the gnome was at?
Stoneport. It's the town down to the south, out of the woods on the plains.
Here we go. It was way zoomed out somehow.
Yeah, pretty far away.
Well, seems like it's going to be a long trip. Better get the donkey. The donkey named Donkey.
Oh,
Of
okay.
course. Perfect.
Never give a name to it, just Donkey.
Why name it when it's just gonna die?
No, horses always die. You tend to let donkeys live because they're so cheap.
I just think there's so few of them that they haven't rolled that, chance of death yet. Okay, so...
No,
Oh, go.
like the episode after Howard got a horse, it's dead.
Shit happens. I don't try to kill anything.
But you always have things try to kill, like, all the, steeds, all the horses, they all die.
I heard that's a problem. I heard about some wizard up in a different continent that had that problem.
Yeah. Anyway.
So the question is, how would you like to get to Stoneport? There are a whole bunch of ways. You could just trek through the forest. You could go along the road, out into the plains and around. You could go down the other road and then take a boat down the river and then take a boat over. Or any other fanciful way that you can come up with. So how would you like to get to Stoneport? Because it matters for the random encounters. And the amount of time it takes and all those other fun things.
Can your donkey go through the woods?
No, if I had to pick, I'd like to go out onto the plains and take a nice trip down.
Sounds good to me.
Maybe get to see the rock, but at a very far distance. Oh god, no. Bad, Neal. Bad. 2 level 1 characters, Neal.
I know. I recently rebound one of my monstrous manuals in a spiral binder for the 2nd edition, and it's the only way to have books now. I'm in love with the spiral binders.
Nice.
They're the greatest.
It does seem pretty convenient.
Yeah. Okay. So, any supplies you guys need to pack for your trip? Do you guys have food enough to get there?
Well, we can certainly try to buy some if we know how much it's going to be.
Standard food prices. Let me find the buying and pricing guide for y'all. Oh, God, I
I
really
don't
should.
think I bought any food yet.
Well, you'll need food if you're gonna be.
Yeah,
Ooh, what was that?
it's kind of important.
Could be fun. In Discord, this is the economics guide. Go.
Oh god. This takes a while to load for me.
Yeah, it's a big guide. That's too complicated for shenanigans. I was gonna do an insect swarm, but like they can't just be fought like regular monsters, and there's a lot. They're kind of complicated, so let's not do insect swarms.
Yeah, you kind of just you need some like AOE spells to really deal with them.
Yeah. They got all these cool paralyzing attacks and everything, and oh, they could be fun. All right. So, gather up whatever
so
supplies that you
where's
need.
the food at?
It should be under gear. If you scroll down, there should be something called rations.
Yeah,
And you should be able to get standard or dry. Standard ones will only last you a week, but they're way cheaper and a little bit heavier.
Okay. So they're only 2 silver?
Yep.
Looks like. Okay.
Yep.
So I will buy.
22 gold.
Well, how long will this take us?
Let's see. It takes you about a day to get to the Alardian crest through the trail. And then you can do about 24 miles a day through the crest. That's about 2 days to get to the hills. 3.5 days ish. You know, if you can go straight as an arrow and you don't run into any problems.
Okay. I'll buy.
Yes. I'm gonna spend like 4 gold worth of food for like 10 days for me, 10 days for my donkey.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Yes, feed the donkey.
I guess I'll buy a week's worth.
Okay.
So.
Where is... Did I never make an encounter for this? Oh no. Uh-oh. Well, we'll just use this other encounter table. This might work for us. Wonderful. Okay, so you've packed up your food. You are on your way to Stoneport. And you start off by moving down through the woods. Now, as you're on your way to the Lardian Crest, is there any conversation that you guys have about the possible way to overcome this gnome problem? What is your solution here going to be? How are you going to take care of this guy?
Oh,
Well, I prefer being honest with people. I think we just tell them there's a guy in town that seems to want you out of town, whether you're dead or alive. So it's probably in your best interest to move.
Okay. That could work.
It's a very direct approach.
It's honest. Yeah, sounds good to me. If we really need to, I can put him to sleep, maybe.
Then possibly, then possibly offer to take him or escort him to another town if he needs help.
Yeah. Sounds like a kind of a plan. I kind of like to play things as they go or whatever. Honesty sounds like a good start.
What's this shit? Why would I put this on an encounter table?
What is it, Neal?
A talking owl. It does nothing. Their role is to serve and advise champions of good causes on dangerous quests. This doesn't belong in Shenanigans.
Yes, it does, Neal. It's a talking owl.
champions on good causes and dangerous quests. Good causes. You're here to murder a gnome. There's no.
No, we're not, Neal. Joe is very much a good character. He's not murdering the gnome.
Has anyone said anything about murder yet?
No, but I have a feeling that's where we're gonna end up. Just knowing how you guys play things.
Neal, I'm saying Joe. Joe is the one who actively negotiated the peace between like that goblin and the bugbear or whatever on that road.
All right. So off you go through the woods. You're just gonna tell the guy that there's a problem, and and that'll be that. He'll understand, and just leave. That's great. Yeah.
That's exactly what'll happen.
Yeah. I mean, you just let a guy know, hey, there's somebody out trying to get you out of town one way or the other. I'd probably leave.
So as you're going through the forest, I would like y'all to make me perception checks.
Wonder what I'm gonna roll.
Perception. Okay.
27.
Nice.
It's quite nice. And a 27. Wow, look at that. So you guys are walking along when Joe, you see to the left of you, and Yulara, you see to the right of you. I guess you don't quite see, but you hear the sound of buzzing. Kind of like there's a mosquito next to your ear, except louder and farther away. And as you glance in these directions, each of you sees flying towards you a I don't know how else to describe it other than like a giant 3.5 foot long wasp. One coming from the left side, one coming from the right side, and they are buzzing in your direction. You've got about 40 seconds before they arrive.
And they're coming right.
Hop
right
off my donkey, have my spear, and get ready to make an attack.
I guess I'll shoot a magic missile at one of them.
Okay, that's combat sounding to me, so let's roll initiative, see if you can get off your donkey and get your magic missile off in time before they arrive. Okay. They definitely look dangerous.
Oh, these are Sturges, aren't they?
So initiative, please.
What's the casting speed?
Spear.
Magic missile should be 1. I think most first level wizard spells are 1.
So if I have a -1, does that count?
A -1 from?
No.
From
it's minimum of 1, no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Wonderful, Yulara, you go first.
Howard has the same thing.
So just 1d4.
1d4 plus 1.
Okay, plus 1. Yay!
And can you roll me your percentage chance to go insane?
Yes.
D100, low is bad. All right, woo! Lucky you. So you fire off your magic missile, and it like clips one of the wasp's legs, knocking it kind of awkwardly hanging. The wasp seems to be more or less unbothered by this.
I think I literally just go pew.
Yeah. Pew. And
aiming for its head, just hit a leg.
While it might be unbothered by it, it is certainly not going to ignore you, and it comes in to bite you with its giant mandibles with a 8 to hit, and then down comes its thorax, which reaches, if its mandibles are biting you around its face, its thorax comes down near your thighs, because it's a giant wasp, to sting you with, another 8 to hit.
How tall are they?
About like 3.5 feet long, head to stinger.
So they're like a foot and a half shorter than me.
Yeah. Yeah, they're big. Joe, one wasp comes right towards, does it want you or does it want your donkey? What do wasps like to eat? Do they prefer man flesh or ass flesh? We'll find out.
my
God.
donkey.
It's going for your donkey. I'm sorry.
No.
The bite comes
Oh my
in
God,
with
Neal.
a 5 to hit, and then the stinger comes in with a 9 to hit. I believe your donkey is safe. And it's your turn, Joe.
Yes. Donkey, no!
Give me a roll to hit there. 13 will do it. You skewer the wasp that's buzzing around the
Ooh.
donkey.
Small creature, so
Damage roll? There it is. 5 points of damage. You give it a nice good stab with your spear. What weapon are you using?
Yep.
Spear? Okay. And the wasp recoils, leaving this kind of purplish, sticky fluid behind on the end of your spear. And we roll initiative for the second round.
I'm pretty sure I'm just going shoo away from my donkey.
For this one, I'm drawing my long sword. That's a 5.
5. Oh, you are not going very quickly here. Can you roll me a morale check for your donkey?
Donkey, no! What do I roll?
Donkey, no.
It's going to be a 2d10. Low is good.
We got a 10 out of the way. Hopefully that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fairly certain that's a failure here. Let's see. Mules, which include donkeys, have a morale value of between 5 and 7. So your donkey freaks the hell out. This is not really what it's looking for here. A giant wasp, and it begins to bolt down the road away from you. Okay.
Donkey!
Lara, you go first again.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay.
These wasps
So-
are slow.
I'm gonna slash at it. Plus. So I have. Yeah.
Ooh, 10 is not good enough. You get a slash near the wasp, and it just kind of whiffs as it bzzz ups into the sky, and then comes beelining straight for you with oh my god, with a bite for 10 and a sting for 7. And then the other one comes after Average Joe, because, you know, you skewered it and all, with a bite for 12 and a sting for 17. Does the sting hit you?
17 hits.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
The sting skewers you for 7 points of damage. Oh my god. That's so strong. Are you dead yet, Joe?
Ow. No.
Okay, well, it's your turn then.
How bad are you?
Okay. Oh, I'm down to 2. Joe rolled well. Joe rolled well on HP, but he's not insane.
Yeah.
If we both,
Nope.
If we both go down, do we roll new characters immediately?
Yeah, I guess we've never had anyone die in the first hour of Shenanigans. That could be a fun solution. We'll find out. Let's
Party
go.
wipe in the first hour?
That's never
Is
happened.
this gonna turn into? Yeah. Is this gonna turn into one of those 1 hour off things each time?
Maybe. It could be. We'll find out. Let's roll some initiative. This could be exciting. We haven't had a party wipe in a long time in Shenanigans. I'm glad that I brought back these random encounters. Lara, you go at the exact same time that the wasp fighting you comes back for another bite and sting. So your attacks happen simultaneously.
God.
Joe, what goes so wrong with Lara's attack that it's a 1?
I think it's literally just if you've ever played Fallout, any game of Fallout, and it's the bloat flies, how they just have that stupid, like, erratic movement pattern back and forth. You just can't hit them. It sucks. You waste like 20 shots trying to hit the stupid things.
All right, well, here comes a bite for 7 and a sting for 13 to the wizard. No,
Wearing chainmail.
chainmail wizard, right.
I want to point out, I've got 14 AC. How much do you have?
You're not gonna like it.
No, please tell me. This is the best part.
19.
All right. Do you have 18 dex?
Yeah.
18 dex and chainmail. Dear God.
Highest stat, yeah.
All right. The wasp can't hit you either. Joe, you were just slow as molasses here. So the wasp against you comes with a natural 1 and a 7 to bite. I need to switch out my dice for something a little bit better. I'm gonna start using the D30s here. It's your turn, Joe.
My turn. Oh, wait a minute. I'm... What is it? Specialized? No, specialized.
Expertise?
No. Just the one that gives +1 to hit and 2 to damage.
Weapon of choice? Just to hit?
Just
or
a general fighter thing that
Oh.
+1 to hit, +2 to damage. Does that
Specialization.
Yeah, specialization.
Yeah, does that give me a second attack?
It gives you a second attack on your second round.
Okay, so I didn't take that last time.
You can take it this time. But that 17 is a hit against the wasp.
Ooh, that's hold on.
How are you rolling +3 to hit at level 1, Yalara?
+1 for strength. +1 for the half elf. I got the elf +1.
Oh, there we go. And then specialization.
Weapon of choice, and I have expertise.
Okay.
Yeah. So no +2 damage.
So that's 4 to hit it.
4 to hit.
Damage.
The wasp is badly damaged here. It's on its last
Second
wing.
attack.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay, go for it. It's making a morale check as well. You miss.
Nope.
But the wasp is enraged. It not only passes its morale check, it passes it with flying colors.
Oh,
It
no.
is pissed. It's going to go into a stinging frenzy on you for going its bite attack and getting 2 sting attacks. Let's roll initiative for the next round.
Oh, do I get a second attack? Or is that
Yes, if you have expertise, then is this your first round with your sword or your second round?
Second.
I think second, yeah.
Then get your second attack. 12 is shy. Once again, the
Knew it.
wasp dodges and weaves. Roll initiative.
Hey!
There you go. Yalara. Ooh, that's slow for you. Joe, you might be able to do it before it kills you. Because it is pissed. Oh, okay. You finally get it. A critical hit on the wasp.
I'm rolling this, Neal.
There you go. The wasp goes down, brought to -9. You just kind of slash it in half with your spear, and the goopy, sticky innards of the wasp fall all over the ground. The other one still thinks Yalara is edible, and because it's barely been damaged at all, it's not concerned for its life in the slightest. And it goes
It did
for
just lose half its forces, Neal.
but it's a wasp. It has.
Yeah.
It does not have an intelligence rating.
Okay.
It bites at you for an 18, and stings at you for a 9. Both of them are misses. Let's go to the next round of combat. The donkey is nowhere to be seen by now. And
Wait,
it's just
I didn't attack.
You didn't
this
even get an
round.
attack. Sorry.
That's all right.
Let's roll it. Oh, fucking hell! That is you clear by 10. That is a double crit. Roll 3 times damage dice, please.
When the wizard double crits.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The wasp lives.
What? Wow.
Yes. It is on it's got one wing and most of its legs are missing. It's fallen to the ground now. It makes a morale check at the end of the round, and it begins on its 3 legs to sort of limp and drag itself away from you guys. Roll initiative.
What's initiative for darts?
I want to say
2? 2.
Oh, okay, two's good to me.
2.
That's at least what I want to say. I don't know.
All right, Yalara, your turn.
It's moving away. I'm just gonna try to put it out of its misery.
Yeah. Back attack for +2.
Oh, okay. I'm throwing a dart. Is it actually away from me, or?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
buzzing away from you slightly.
Oh my god.
It makes progress, inching away from you. Joe, it's not moving very quickly. but it gets about 30 feet away from you in the course of the minute. Maybe not 30. Yeah, it's got movement speed 1, and it's going 10 yards per round. So it's about 30 feet away from you by the time Yulara gets off her second and third attacks.
Oh, I get 2 more. What's the plus, minus, or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Is it still back attack then?
Yep.
Okay.
That'll do it. You get it. The 1 HP wasp, you can go ahead and roll damage if you desire, is no more.
That's fine.
Alright.
It's just a
All right, so I immediately start booking it off where the donkey ran. Donkey!
Right.
Now keep in mind, Neal, this was the donkey that's been with me since I had it on the farm for like years now.
Oh no!
Well, it might be going back to the farm, if you know what I mean.
No! Donkey!
Can I get my darts, or are they gone?
Give me like 50-50 chance to recover them when thrown in the wilderness setting. So no and yes.
Okay, cool.
Wonderful. All right, you recover your darts. Joe starts limping down the road because you got that like giant wasp stinger inside of you. And
I'll follow him.
Oh, I'm like sprinting.
Yeah, I'll just follow him.
Right. Do you have a horseback riding proficiency check or an animal handling proficiency?
I have both, Neal.
Ooh, please make
Nice.
whichever one you would like.
Well, I'm going to pick the riding land-based
Okay,
horse, so...
roll it.
No!
You
my gosh.
call and that's not the right music. You call and call for your for donkey, and there's no reply, and you're having trouble finding it.
I'll start calling too. I don't know if that'll help, but whatever.
Do you have either animal handling or horseback riding, Yulara?
Nah,
All
my
right.
wisdom's bad.
So
Like how-
you guys are searching out here for the donkey. It's not on the road, not at least in the first mile. What are you gonna do? What's going on? How are you gonna handle this?
I'm gonna keep trying to find him.
Yeah, I'll help him look around for any kind of like breakage in the shrubs or I don't know, hoof prints or something.
Okay, give me perception checks. See if you can spot any paths off the road that the donkey might have taken.
Ah, ooh.
So, no. Joe, you're pretty confident you've been scanning the side of the road and you haven't seen any clear, recent, large animal crossings out. So the donkey must be going forward somewhere.
Okay.
You guys spend the remainder of the day heading along the road, where eventually you do find the donkey sitting
Okay.
down on the side of the road, just on all fours, crouched, munching on some grass.
Okay.
Yeah, it eventually passed its morale check. Wonderful.
I'll pet donkey.
Yeah, I'm petting the donkey, getting out like one of the bags of feed, and just having them have some.
Nice. By the end of the day, you find yourselves at the edge of the Alardian Crest. There are one or two other campsites here, kind of spread out. No one likes to camp directly on the road, so to the north, there looks to be a group of 4 or 5 figures. It's hard to see in the setting sun. That have a couple of tents set up and a little fire burning. And to the south side, there's another group. It looks like just maybe 1 or maybe 2 people. You can't tell. There's no tent, but there's a shadowy shape that's you can barely make out in the setting sun. There's no fire. Might be another person there. Hard to see. What are you guys gonna do?
Should we talk to our neighbors?
Oh yeah, I said we go over and talk to that big group.
Okay.
You head to the north side and you find yourselves in a group of dwarves.
Oh, dwarves.
Yep, just a half dozen dwarves hanging out around a fire. They each have their own tent, and they're sitting in silence, staring into the open flames.
Oh, I know Dwarven. I guess I'll speak in Dwarven to them. I'll greet them. Some Dwarven greeting. saying hello and ask them if they're all right. They kind of look depressed or something.
Dwarves look up, surprised to see a half-elf of all creatures speaking to them in Dwarven. And one of the dwarves says to you, "Why are you concerned about us, girly?"
Well, we're just going to be camping somewhere around here, and we wanted to speak to our camping neighbors. Just see who's around us.
And what clan do you hail from?
I'm from a faraway place. It's not actually on a map or anything, Neal, but I call it Loch Orson.
Loch Orson, huh? Never heard of that place.
It's tiny.
Where is it?
It's somewhere. Somewhere. Where would a lock be? What is that?
I'm gonna link you the Regal Goblins map if you haven't seen it before. Go ahead and declare wherever you want to be from.
Seen it. I'll just say I'm from like kind of north-ish.
Drekis? What kingdom are you from?
Yeah, Drekis.
Okay. They nod. The leader, supposed leader that you're talking to, goes, "I ain't never heard of that place. We're from Gold Hill ourselves."
Is there a lot of gold there?
No.
He gives you an eye and tries to decide whether you're making a joke or you're just stupid. He decides that you're making a joke, and after a moment gives a bit of a chuckle, and all the other dwarves join in with a "Why don't you all pull up a seat?"
Thank
and they
you.
motion for you to join them at the fire.
Yeah, I'll take a seat.
They
Might be but I look around for any ale or anything.
no, you don't see any beverages out whatsoever.
Okay.
And the dwarves return to their intent gaze into the fire.
I'll join him.
I'm gonna look at the fire and see how long it takes for my eyes to start water.
You know, the wind is blowing in your direction, and that campfire smoke is coming right towards you. It's just a matter of seconds before tears are streaming down your face. But at least you're free of mosquitoes. So it's that campfire trade. It's always hard to make.
Kind of. I've still got the stinger in me.
You haven't taken it out. It's been all day, and there's still like a wall. Well, wasps don't lose their stingers, so it's just like a hole, like a pussy hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably do like rudimentary bandaging of just like wrapping it.
Is there anything you guys want to say to these dwarves in particular?
We're just hanging.
Yeah, I guess at some point I might ask why they seem so quiet. If they don't seem very talkative at the moment. And I guess
Lost a brother today in the south.
Yeah.
What to?
Griffin.
Oh dear.
Sorry for your loss.
Took our horse too. It's been slow going.
Yeah.
They take a look meaningfully at your donkey.
My donkey nearly lost my donkey. We got attacked by some giant wasps. You fled.
Giant wasp, yeah.
It nods. Damn shame.
Yep.
The silence continues. And I think it's a little bit early, but we're going to take our break here because it's a perfect breaking spot. And when we come back, we will see what your journey southward is like. So see you guys on the other side of a break. Bye-bye.